When I look at this picture of some of Barca's most notorious and embarrassing UCL exits over the past decade, I don't look at the 3-0 against Juventus. I don't look at the 8-2 against Bayern Munich. I don't look at the 4-1 against PSG. You know what I look at? I look at PSG this year, I look at Liverpool, and I look at Roma. Because in all three of those ties, Barca had a lead going into the second leg. And all three times, they bottled it, bro. Against Rome and Liverpool happened to be 3 goals. 3 goals going into the second leg. Against PSG, it was only a 1-goal lead, but you managed to make it a 2-goal lead, 10 minutes into the second leg? And all 3 times, you got spanked. What is the problem when it comes to Barcelona in the UCL? Or in Europe in general, by the way, because Barcelona the past 2 years, they were in the Europa League, and we couldn't even win that. We got knocked out by Eintracht Frankfurt in the quarterfinals and by Erik ten Hag's Manchester United in the fucking preliminary round. Couldn't even make a fucking Europa League semifinal, bro. It's crazy. Anyway, going back to Liverpool, Roma, and PSG this year, the most maddening thing about watching this as a Barca fan is the fact that it felt like a slow death. And I'm sure most Barca fans watching this can agree with me on that. Like, the moment Roma scored that first goal, I knew it was over. I knew Barca was not going to win. The moment Origi scored that first goal for Liverpool, I knew it was over. When Araujo got sent off and Dembélé scored that goal in the first half, I knew it was over. Like, there's no hope, bro. There's no, like, you know what's about to happen. But you keep watching because you think it's going to be a different result, but it's always the same thing. And it never changes, bro. And granted, against Roma and Liverpool, you were away from home in the second leg. But still, you had a 3-goal lead. Against PSG, you were at home in the second leg. And obviously, you lost Araujo, but theoretically, you should have a 12th man with the crowd in Montjuic who were so hyped before the game. And you still couldn't get it done. You couldn't hold on. When Araujo got sent off, Barca still had a 2-goal lead, bro. And we all knew it was over. When Origi scored that goal for Liverpool early on, Barca still had a 2-goal lead. They needed 3 goals to actually go through. And we all knew it was over. That's not normal, dude. That is not normal. Players have changed, managers have come and go, but the mentality is still there. Whether it's Ernesto Valverde with Roma and Liverpool, or it's fucking Xavi this year with PSG. It was Messi and Suarez, and now it's Rafinha and Lewandowski. It's the same thing. Why is it that when players put on a Barca shirt, they can't, they fold under pressure in the UCL? Ousmane Dembélé, some of the best finishing I've seen him have in his career came with PSG against Barca. But with Barca, he would miss those chances. Joao Cancelo is a guy who played for Man City, who played for Bayern Munich, and he gives away that stupid penalty under pressure. Why does it happen to Barcelona? It's not a victim thing, by the way. I'm not trying to make it seem like, oh, poor us. But why is it that when players wear the Barca shirt and they play in the UCL, they just crumble, dude? If the UCL was only 1 leg, Barca would be Real Madrid. They would have 15 UCLs. But for 180 minutes in the toughest competition in Europe, they can't sustain. They're not tough enough mentally. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I wish I had the answer for you guys, but I really don't. And again, as a Barca fan, talking about this, the most maddening part, I'm going to say one more time, was that all 3 of these instances, Roma, Liverpool, and PSG, it felt like a slow death. I knew it was about to happen, but I thought it was going to be a different result and never changed. It was the same thing. Barca allow a comeback. And it's just so maddening, bro. And I don't know when we'll see Barca have a different pedigree in the UCL. I hope it's soon, but I wouldn't bank on it, honestly.